Today is a sad day. Purplebricks has lost nearly £20 million and it may well go out of business. Anyway, I am David McGeechy. I'm the Scottish agent in London. Look, there are undoubtedly lots and thousands of people maybe who are worried about their jobs, and I do take that seriously at Purplebricks. It's lost nearly 20 million apparently, and it's up for sale. It's failed, excuse me, and obviously it's the best known of the sort of cheapo DIY agents. So I'm not sad at all for that company because I think they're, I suppose I better watch what I say, but to me the premise of all those cheap companies is that they're relying on people's naivety about the job, about what this job is and what you actually do in it. And unless you've done it, then you couldn't really know that, I suppose. And obviously price. Everybody thinks, well, what, 7-8 grand or whatever it is for a fee. Well, thousands of pounds to do that, you know. And it sounds good, but the trouble, there are lots of troubles with it. Basically, I end up doing, if I'm in a chain, if I'm in a chain with a Purplebricks selling person in that chain, then that becomes a problem for everybody in the chain. Because the person selling thinks, well, I haven't got an agent, I don't need one, I put it up for sale, did the viewings myself, the solicitors will do everything else after that. But that's not the case. What's happened is you've chosen to be your own agent, and there are things that you have to do as an agent. So I've sat and said to people, well, where's the memorandum of sale? What's happened about this? What's happened about that? And of course, they can't know what I'm talking about. And they try and phone their person at the company they're using, whether it's Purplebricks or anybody else, and not a lot happens. So I end up sort of guiding them through it as well as my own client. And I sometimes forget that. Like, hang on a minute, this person's not even working. I'm not even working for this person. Obviously, I do my best because I want the whole thing to go through. But those people are benefiting from not paying much and having me do all the work, not all the work, but quite a lot of the work for nothing. Because obviously those companies, they get, most of the time, they get paid before anything even happens. And I don't get paid anything at all until the sale completes. And if it falls through, I get absolutely nothing, and that's fair enough. So, yeah, I mean, as I say, the vendors can tend to think that there isn't any work involved, and if you try and get in touch, I've had one woman who was quite sort of almost angry at me. I said, well, can you please ask, do this and that? And I said, in the nicest possible way, I said, yeah, but you're acting as your own agent, and if you had a normal agent, I'd be asking them this, and I really need to know it, because there's 5 houses in this chain, and I need you to help me. And they're like, talk to the solicitor. The solicitor doesn't know, because he or she is just doing their bit. So it just becomes a real mess every time, to the point where I decided a while back, it hasn't actually happened yet, that if somebody was in a chain, if I was selling to someone and they were had a chain behind them with Purplebricks in it, all other things being equal, and maybe even a lower price from someone else, I would recommend my client took the other person. Because when you've got a DIY thing in the chain, it just becomes, as I say, I've said a few times, it just becomes a problem. And things can almost fall through because there's a very weak link in the chain, and everybody goes, oh God, one of them's a DIY. So, yeah, that's what I think then, really. Obviously, they'll be bought by someone else. I don't know if that brand will remain, that particular one. But to me, all these companies are the same. As I say, they're basically saying, you do it yourself. It's really easy. You just put a board up, get people around, the solicitor does the rest. And it's just not true at all. So, sorry if anyone out there is going to lose their job or worried about that. But, you're working for a company that I just think the premise is a bit of a con, really. Anyway. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share this. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.